Alright guys, welcome back. We're right now into Game 2 of VG vs Team Liquid Grand Finals of the Dota Pit. In Game 1, I mentioned that I slightly favor VG's draft just because they don't really have an answer to the split push of AM. They don't really have good ways to push out wave, and yeah, it just when they play extremely well, not questioning that, but draft definitely played a part as well. And I felt that KuroKy was just experimenting things, so we'll probably see more of the same coming, as in not really more of the same, but I don't think we'll see Elder Titan anymore in the draft. So let's see how Game 2's draft is going to unfold. Okay, Liquid has first pick this game. Last game it was VG having first pick, and Liquid, they ban away DP, Undying as well as Wyvern, so they decide to ban this DP, which has been a threat from the Chinese team all along. That means Bane is left in the pool as well as Brewmaster, which VG Gaming picked it up. The surprising thing is actually Liquid went for the first pick Crystal Maiden here. It's a hero we haven't been seeing. And being down 1-0, I'm not sure if it's the best time to experiment things. Maybe KuroKy is just treating this Dota Pit Minor as a way to experiment with 7.07 and try to figure out what works and what doesn't. His long-term goal is definitely the majors as well as TI, so yeah, maybe he's just trying to experiment it here. VG Gaming, they ban away Beastmaster, Earthspirit as well as Rubik. Last game they left Rubik in the pool because they were first pick and they went ahead and picked it up first, denying away from Liquid. But this game they don't want to give it to Liquid, so yeah, they ban it in their first three. So Liquid, they go for the second pick Slada to get the CM. This was a very old school opening in the past, like way back in the days. I think it's in the version 7, but like the early days of 7, where Slada was very very strong as a position 4. And you want to have the CM for his aura to kind of like solve your mana problems going into the early game ganks. So yeah, Liquid is bringing out a very old strategy, and I'm not sure how it's going to work in this 7.07. VG Gaming, they have this Brewmaster, which I mentioned a few times. It's a really strong hero right now in this meta and this patch. He lanes extremely well on the offlane. There's not a lot of heroes that can actually pressure him 1v1 or even 2v1. And even if he gets shut down in lane, as long as he gets his experience, he can still have a lot of impact come mid game with his Brewmaster split. And the mid game team fights are so important in the games nowadays, that as in the meta, that this hero just does so much at the point of time where you need to do things. Many times you see teams either trying to burst this Brewmaster down, they have to focus him down all the time, and if they don't succeed, he gets off his ulti, then the whole fight just turns. So this hero, I feel, just puts on a lot of pressure on the opposing team. Liquid, they ban away the Clockwork as well as Savant. Fenrir played an exceptionally good Clockwork last game, I would say. His hook shots were on point. He cocks the right heroes. He shut down a lot of Team Liquid's potential in their fights. So Liquid felt the threat of it and decided to respect ban it. It's also very good against Slada as well as CM. Like if he cocks either of these two heroes in, they're pretty much going to get shut down unless they get 4 stuff. But you're not going to get 4 stuff until like the maybe 30-minute mark even. So yeah, VG, they ban away Lone Druid as well as Lifestealer, targeting towards Matumba Man here. And in the last game, VG actually didn't ban away Broodmother from Matumba Man, and Liquid didn't go for it. Maybe they felt like VG had enough AoE to deal with the Spiderlings, and because now that Broodmother is actually nerfed, he doesn't have invisibility anymore. The Spiderlings actually play a very huge part of his lane dominance, and if you're up against AoE based hero, then it might not be the best game, which explains this Leshrac pick. It's not the most ordinary pick, but we have been seeing more and more from the Chinese teams. Like Newbie played it, and VG played it once also, I think, and we are getting to see its potential. Its damage output is actually insane, and it's some kind of like anti-pick from Matumba Man getting his Broodmother as well, because Leshrac has a lot of AoE and he does very well against Brood. Not forgetting that VG have the Bane plus Leshrac combo on the Nightmare into a Leshrac stun. One of the most classic combo from old school. But at the point of time, Leshrac was played as the roaming support together with the Bane. Now it's most likely played as a mid or a carry role. I wanted to mention that Team Liquid might be looking to pick this Nature's Prophet for Mind Control, just because they banned the Seven, and Seven is known to be one of the best carry counters to Nature's Prophet, both in lane as well as in the fights and in terms of pushing out waves. So yeah, a very reasonable ban into a pick for Mind Control, Nature's Prophet. VG Gaming, they go back for the Puck. So currently they have... Oh, their lineup is so squishy though, apart from the Brewmaster. They have a core Puck and a core Lestrak. Actually, this is making me lean towards this being a roaming position for Lestrak right now. As I mentioned, this was used to be happening in the past where Lestrak Bane used to roam around together, and because VG have the last pick, so they can always switch it around at any point they want. Like, they make Liquid think it's a core Lestrak and then they switch it up and pick something else. So there's definitely that possibility here right now. And Liquid, they go for this Miracles PA, which they have done a few times. It's very strong against the heroes that VG currently have. Very good at bursting down people. And because VG's lineup is a bit squishy right now, Puck can phase shift some of PA's attack, but if PA gets on top of Puck and his phase shift is on cooldown, his op is on cooldown, he's probably just gonna die. VG, they ban away the Viper, targeting towards Matsumbaman, because every time they pick a core hero like PA on Miracle, they'll pick a more space creating, early game, mid game orientated hero on Matsumbaman, and Viper is one of his go-to heroes in that department. Okay, so Liquid with the last ban, I think they're also deciding whether this Lestrak is going to be core or this Lestrak is going to be support. I think VG or Newbie was one of the teams that actually played a Lestrak. I think it was Newbie, they last picked Lestrak for Mugi against a PA, and it almost worked out. It was a very, very close game. It was a nice idea, but in the end PA was just too strong. This game though, I still feel that this Lestrak should be in a support position now, because you don't want a Lestrak core up against a PA no matter what. Although you can do a lot of damage to him, but the moment you let your guard down, you can just get... The moment PA gets his BKB, you just get focused and busted down by him. Liquid, they go back for the Queen of Pain here. So, okay, so it's going to be a Matsumbaman's PA and a Miracle's Queen of Pain, I guess. And Liquid, they agreed on this Lestrak being a support because they banned the Terrorblade. And PA being a very single target focus hero, he doesn't really do very well against a Terrorblade. He'll most probably get Battle Fury, which helps a bit, but I think they still don't want to deal with this TB, considering that TB is a hero with very high armor, and he builds agility items as well, which definitely helps in his armor department. So yeah, they don't want to deal with this Terrorblade carry. It'll be a very good rounding out to VG's lineup in terms of their late game insurance hero. And VG, they go back for the CK. Okay, similar to the Terrorblade, CK is also an illusion based hero. Miracle is definitely going to build big Battle Fury this game. He has been doing that multiple times on 7.07, and it's Matsumbaman or the Queen of Pain. Okay, so I believe they're going to put Queen of Pain safe lane against the Brewmaster. It's a favorable matchup for them that way. Their supports can then be roaming around. Maybe Kuroki can stack the jungles, farm some jungle with his Ice Frostbite, and GH can roam around with his Slada. Yeah, that should be the case. And all in all, I like the CK last pick as well because it's a very strong hero against Queen of Pain. If you can stun and relative with him, it's very easy to burst a Queen of Pain down. The Corp, he's gonna need a few items this game. He's up against a Puck which has silence, so he might need Eels or BKB. He's up against CK, he's gonna need like a Lincoln Sphere, against Bane as well. So it's not the best Corp game, to be honest, and I think the main reason why they pick up this Corp is because they needed some form of burst to burst down the Brewmaster before he gets off his split. That's why I feel they pick up this Corp. I don't think it's a very strong pick though against the lineup that VG currently have. Oh, Okay, so let's look at the lineup. Liquid has PA, Nature's Prophet, and Queen of Pain as cores. And sorry. Okay. So yeah, I was saying that Liquid has PA, Nature's Prophet, and Queen of Pain as their core. PA with Slada's Corrosive Haze can burst down any target probably. Their pushing out waves is pretty strong. They have Split Push, Nature's Prophet, Queen of Pain. All in all, their draft is much more all-rounded this game. And VG, their team fight is really strong. They have Park, Brewmaster, with very strong roaming support on the Lestrak Bane. I think it's a very even draft, and I can't really decide on who is actually favored right here. I think it's going to be a lot down to execution and whether PA can get his important crits at the right time against maybe like the CK. If PA can get one crit against the bunch of CK's illusion with his Battle Fury, then you kind of just remove all the illusions, and which is all the damage from VG. And the Brewmaster I think the Brewmaster is going to be very important in terms of cycloning this PA in the fights all the time to reduce his impact and burst down the other heroes like Queen of Pain, Slada, as well as Nature's Prophet. So yeah, a very even draft. If I have to pick one side, I'm going to say I actually want to go with VG here, but it's so unlikely that they're gonna 2-0 Liquid. Oh well, we'll see. I think it's very even. I'll choose VG if I have to make a choice, and yeah, that's all for Game 2's draft analysis. Hope you guys like it, and yeah, thanks for watching.